Amendment number 127. The clerk will read.
On page 19, after line 14, insert the following. Insert new section.
Last line.
Section 2 of this act.
Representative Orcutt.
Thank you, Mr.
To
Speaker.
move the amendment.
I move adoption of Amendment 127.
It has been moved and seconded that Amendment 127 be adopted. Remarks, Representative Orcutt.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. The problem with the underlying bill, the multifamily tax exemption, it's nice that the folks that are building these buildings are being exempt from the tax. The problem comes in that once that goes onto the tax rolls, the tax is collected. But I just said they were exempt from tax. Now, how does this all work? Once that valuation goes on the tax rolls, now because of the new construction, taxes are also added into each taxing district's levies. Now, because the property owners are not paying that tax, but the tax is still being paid, it means that everybody else in those taxing districts are paying. It's what you'll hear me talk about, a shift. Because property taxes, when we do exemptions, we never take the tax away. We just take the obligation of a certain entity to pay those taxes, which shifts that burden over to everybody else in the taxing district. So what this amendment does, Mr. Speaker, is it says when this goes on, we're actually going to reduce those taxes. All of the, whether it's the state levy, whether it's the county levy, the city levy, any other district levy, it's going to be reduced by that amount. And what that does is it prevents this tax break, which may be a very legitimate tax break, might do some really, really good things. It prevents that from being shifted over to all the other property owners. And you know, Mr. Speaker, one of the biggest concerns that I hear from my constituents is about property tax. In fact, I just spent a lot of time explaining to somebody how property taxes actually work in this state, because people think we're in a rate-based system, but we're not. It's a budget-based system. So it's all based on the budget, and that's what creates the shift. A lot of people don't understand that, but that's the way it functions. And they're already overburdened on property taxes. I hear it all the time. I heard it from somebody today talking about how their assessed valuation went up, and their property taxes went up 37% in 1 year. Their property taxes went up 37% in 1 year. Along with all the other things that have gone up. Along with the cost of food that's gone up, along with the cost of insurance that's gone up. Their property taxes went up 37% in a single year. Way above the bad 9% inflation we had a couple years ago. They're saying we can't take any more. We need property tax relief. When we do something that shifts burden onto those taxpayers who are already overburdened, we don't solve the problem they're having. We're making it worse. This amendment doesn't solve the problem of them being overburdened, but it does prevent them from being overburdened anymore, as would be done by the underlying bill. And it's for those reasons that I ask you to adopt this amendment today. Thank you.